Hey guys, good evening. Okay, this is super weird for me because I'm used to having my phone up and down. Okay, let me invite my guest. Hey Christy, you made it. Hey Cassie. I just invited her. Okay guys, say hi whenever you hop on and tell me where you, hey Brittany, tell me where you guys are tuning in from. I'm so excited to do this. This is like the kickoff. Hey Theresa. Okay, add Courtney. Bring Courtney on camera. Inviting.
Hey.
Hey, I was just saying, this is like our kickoff to kind of this, I don't know if you want to call it a series, but I thought, I've been at this for going on almost 2 years with LimeLight. Let's say a year and 8 months. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Ashley Will, and I am a star director here at LimeLight by Alcone, and I wanted to start this. I thought, I need to start introducing my crew to, Facebook, because you never know who this could reach, who this could touch, and who's looking, or just curious, or if we just have, crazy creepers that never say hi.
The couch people.
The couch people. So this is kind of the kickoff to the series, and this is my first guest. This is Courtney House. She is in her car, and this just goes to show, she was like, I'm in my car. She's been crazy, like running around all day. And I was like, who cares? And she was like, yeah, you're right, because this is like my mobile office. This is how we pretty much run our business anyways. My kids are in the other room and she's in her car. So
Yeah.
So that's how it rolls. Say hi if you're just hopping on. If you're watching live, leave us a 1. If you are one of our replay watchers, just hashtag replay.
Yeah.
And guys, this is my second time ever doing a dual live. So me and Courtney actually practiced on our team page, like doing a side by side, and I swear, I'm sorry, my eyes may be crossed half the time.
Me too.
You're supposed to look here, and I feel like I'm looking at Courtney, and then I'm looking at myself, so I'm like this. I keep my eyes straight. And check it out, Courtney. I even put on, how do they look?
They look
my red aspen lashes for you, and this one may or may not be halfway falling off. I'm not sure.
No, good.
It took me 20 minutes just to get them on, so this is a special occasion.
At least you have your Reiki. I'm like, how do I do a live without a Reiki?
You know what? Your face looks pretty bright. Do you have your overhead light on?
I do, and I have my vanity one. The one the visor.
I was gonna say, actually, your face looks pretty good.
Thanks.
Okay, guys, so let's kick this off. Basically, I just want to introduce you to Courtney. Courtney joined me. How long ago has it been? It's been over a year, right?
Day makes 16 months.
Okay, 16 months.
Yeah.
That Courtney decided to take this leap, and I'm gonna let her talk. But she messaged me probably 50 times before she joined me.
Sorry.
Questions. I mean, guys, she was like scared and curious, and I could tell she was like dying for a change, but she was so like apprehensive. I think just because of her past experience and of the fear of the unknown too. So I'm going to turn this over to Courtney. Tell us we know your name. Just tell us, where you live, your family, your kids, just kind of your background and your journey with us so far.
Okay. Well, obviously, I'm Courtney House. I live in Eastern Kentucky, a little small area, and I've got 2 kids. They are both amazing. They're homeschooled. They are both also.
Yeah, she homeschools with this business.
Yeah,
and they're your twins.
Yes. And they are type 1 diabetics, so it was important to me to be able to be home with them, and find a way to actually make some money to help my husband while being able to take care of them and their extra medical expenses and all of that stuff. And this has helped so much. This I've been with LimeLight, I said, for 16 months now, but before that, I was with another company for a year. So, and it didn't really go anywhere. So I was, like she said, I was very apprehensive in joining another company, but I had followed Ashley when she was with her previous company, and immediately after she signed with LimeLight, I could see a difference in her personality. She was so like, yes, she was just like so much more, you could see she was happy. And I know I had to have annoyed the crap out of you. I did. I messaged her so much. I was
No.
like, am I really going to make money out of this? Like, can you help me? I really need something. And she was like, girl, yes, just trust me. Just trust me.
I remember something that you did say. You were worried, you hated the idea of like cold messaging people.
Yeah.
I remember you specifically asking me about that, and I was like, it's such like a weight off your shoulders, because I hated it too. And at my previous company, that's what we were trained to do.
Oh my God.
And I
too.
like every time I would cringe, like, oh, and I was like, girl, seriously, you do not do that here. It's a completely different way.
Yes. And I mean, that's a relief too, because I didn't have this like to-do list of messaging 100 people a day or whatever they tried to have me doing. And it was copy paste, and it wasn't me, and the products weren't for me. And I felt terrible. Like, if I don't love them, why am I trying to get my friends and family to buy them? And whoever else on my friends list, like, no, I don't want to be that way. And I was looking for skincare, and my customers kept telling me, I need this type of skincare. Can you help me? And my previous company had a very one size fits all skincare line, and it wasn't working for them. And I said, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. And I messaged Ashley, and we got on it, and they all came with me, and they are all on the skincare, and they're loving it. And they've been with me since, my previous company, so I moved a lot around, like, to this company for them. Like, I wanted to give them the best that I could find, and I did. I'm not sitting here like just being, full of myself. I gave them the best skincare that I know that I could find for them, and they're so happy that they have it, so that makes me happy. And it's fun, this job is so much fun. I don't know what all I could say about it. I'm just really happy.
I mean, it's like that old saying that you, how does it go? You find products for your clients or customers. You don't find, customers for your products.
Exactly.
So that was one of the reasons, I mean, when I transitioned to LimeLight, that was my first video, was to my customers. And I was like, listen, guys, it's my job to bring you the absolute best that I believe is out there, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And
Absolutely.
I built that trust with them, and thank the Lord, 100% of them, came with me. And fast forward almost 2 years, they're all still with me, and they absolutely are in love with what they put on their face every day, not just the makeup, but the skincare too. And Theresa, I see you have a question too. What happens if you don't know many people on Facebook who wear makeup? How do you reach people? Theresa, that's a whole other video in itself.
Yes.
I actually have entire training that I did for the entire LimeLight company that I'll message you after this, and so you can watch that. But something else I wanted you to touch on too, Courtney, was where do you live? Like, you don't live in this huge city. You don't, I mean,
No.
That's the question I get a lot is, I live in a small town. That's what I hear so much. And I'm always like, great. That's amazing. Who cares? Like, who cares?
Yeah. I'm from, like I said, a very small area. Like, I live so rural that I am like 20 minutes to town. Like we say, we're going to town. And when we go
Yeah.
to town, it's for everything. Well, we're there, it's like we get like a whole week's worth of groceries and stuff just because. So, I mean, yeah, Minda's like, she's in proximity. I could get to Minda fairly quickly. I mean, we're within like maybe 45 minutes of each other. I'm on one end of the county and she's up on the other end.
Uh-huh.
But it's very small around here. And, most of my clients, like my good clients, aren't from here. I've met them through Facebook. We were just friends, like pen pals and things like that. And they got interested,
right,
tried it,
Your close friends and family are not going to be the backbone to your business here. Like that's just the cold truth, and sometimes it's sad, but usually they are the very last people to support you. So we have so much training here that teaches you exactly how to network, where you could be anywhere, like anywhere in the country. You could be 50 miles outside of town. As long as you have the internet,
right,
you can run the business from literally anywhere. So it does not matter where you live whatsoever. That does not matter at all.
Right.
Okay, what else did I want to ask you? Oh, I wanted to, because this, I think a lot of people too, they think this is a get rich quick thing or scheme or whatever you've heard this called, but you don't come here and make thousands. That's something else I want to talk about is Courtney's dream check that she wrote herself a year ago. You don't come here and work a week and you make thousands. That's not the way this works. That's why this is a legitimate, real business. And if you are willing to put in the time and you're coachable and you have that like will inside of you, so much is possible here. We all wrote on our dream paychecks last year. Was it last December or January?
It popped up in my memories, I think, for January, like right after the new year started.
Yeah, it was. It was the beginning of January. And I had my team write a check to themselves for how much, in 1 year of working this business, how much you want to be making in a month, not a year, but in a month. And we all wrote our checks, and Courtney wrote hers, and she promoted to director last month, and she has hit her dream paycheck. Mm-hmm. And now that dream paycheck is, I'm guessing you're going to elevate.
Yeah.
Because you thought, like, people told you were crazy, right? For the number that you wrote down.
Yeah, my husband was skeptical. He was thinking, that's not going to happen. You're setting your goal too high. I don't want you to be disappointed if you don't get there. And it's not that he doesn't believe in me. He was trying to protect my feelings, Yeah. And when I showed him, because, we got paid early. So when I showed him that it hit, when it hit the direct deposit, he literally said, OMG, and he doesn't say OMG like that. Like he's, and he was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah. And he says, that's a lot of lipstick. I was like, no, I specialize in skincare. That's a lot of skincare.
Yeah. And that's something else, guys. Like everybody has their own customers and clients. Like, say you have a lot of people that wear makeup, or say, you like my mom, for instance, her client base is mainly skincare.
Mine is too.
The heck out of skincare. Like, our skincare is phenomenal. Like, it's amazing. But I'm veering off back to that paycheck. I know people said you're crazy, and then 1 year later, you have worked so hard. You've built an amazing team. You just hit director, and you've hit that dream paycheck. And I know, like, now you're just going to set another goal for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I know, like, in the beginning of this, I remember your first $500 that you made here. You were like,
I cried.
You were like, oh my gosh, like you couldn't believe it. I'm just like, people, like $500, that is so, like,
it was awesome.
If that's you're wanting to make a month, I I I don't know what to say. Like, it's so doable.
It's very doable, yeah. And you don't have to
Yeah.
be very high up in the company to get that at all. You just have to work, you know, and it doesn't take much each day. Like, really, if you work an hour spread out through the day all
Yeah.
month long, you're going to do it. You know, it's going to happen. And you have to believe in yourself. You just do. Nope. I don't care who's there supporting you or not. You have to believe in yourself, you know?
Yeah, because I'm sure. I mean, I don't know this, but I'm sure your husband. I know he's really supportive now, right?
Yeah.
But I'm sure in the beginning, because you were with another company, he was probably like, Courtney, like, okay, like,
Yeah.
I mean, you did what you wanted because you knew inside, like, you had what it took, but
He
you
supports
know,
my decisions, but yeah, he was skeptical. I mean, I was skeptical coming in too, just because I was there a whole year. That whole year, actually, for the whole year when they sent my W-2 was $800 from that
I
previous company. I was like, really? Because I just, you know, passed that up a couple of months ago, you know?
yeah, I remember you telling me that you were like, I just made like this was a few months ago. You're like, I just made this month what I made the entire year with, and I was like, I'm
Yep.
so like that right there. I am so happy. You get to stay at home with your kids. You homeschool your kids. That
Yes.
right there. Let me just say,
It's a job.
that right. That right there, I'm not even gonna tell David because he's already on me. Like he's like, I'm gonna homeschool the kids, and I went, you. I told him that today. I went, you do that. I said, I'll give you like a week. He's like, I can do it. I was like, actually, he probably could.
I love it. And we love it. It works for us, you know. I mean, I'm a big supporter of our public school systems too. Like, I know that's getting off topic, but they have a place in our communities. It just wasn't for us, you know. And even if
Yeah.
they hadn't have been diagnosed, we were already contemplating it. So it works well for us. So for now, that's where we're at.
Well, I'm excited for you. Is there anything else that you wanted to touch on? I know I had so many ideas in my head, and I'm not a notes person. I do not write notes down. That makes my head go like this. Like,
Well,
does anybody have any questions
Yeah.
at all?
Let's just
me
take some
or
questions.
Courtney? Yeah, if you guys have seriously like any questions. Oh, hey Theresa.
Hey,
Carrie.
guys. I just saw a bunch of guys popping on.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions at all, you know, we can come back on the replay. We'll be here to answer. But I just there's just so much possibility here. I mean, David, even in the beginning, like any decision I make, you know, he's like, okay, but I was like, you know, I'm thinking about leaving my previous company. And he was like, you should probably just stay where you're at. And I was like, no, because I did my research and I just had this feeling, and I'll never forget, like my very first month. The month wasn't, and I joined on like August 12th or 13th. So I had like 3 weeks. I didn't even have the whole month to work my business. And he was like, oh, how much did you make this month? And I told him, and he was like, are you serious? I was like, yes, I told you. And I mean, we have, thanks the Lord, we have 3 houses now that we're maintaining. So I really don't, I mean, I don't know if that would be possible without LimeLight, because we bought a new house, and we still have our current house now that we're living in that's for sale. So I mean, it has blessed us in so many ways. Like, never forget where you come from. Like, I will never, ever, like, me and David have been up here. He got sick for a long time. We were way below even down here. And we're up here again. I mean, it could happen again. You never know. Life's roller coaster. But just the feeling every day, I still wake up and I'm like, this is just, I hate saying too good to be true, because I work hard. Like, I work really hard at my business. So I don't want to say too good to be true, but I guess blessed. Like,
Yes.
is the only word that comes to mind. Like God literally threw this in my face when I needed it the most. So that's
Me
really
too.
what these, yeah, that's
Me
what
too.
this is all about, guys. I mean, we have guys on our team too, but my passion is specifically helping women. Because I mean, how many of us like are just stuck and we're like on the couch thinking, what the heck are we gonna do? Like, we're not put here to live. I'm not even gonna say live paycheck to paycheck because people
It's
aren't
not
even
living.
living. Uh-uh. People are not even living paycheck to paycheck. Like it's like paycheck in like 3 days.
Yeah.
So there's so much more to life, and like even growing up, I would always draw pictures. Like I always wanted to have my own business. Like I would draw pictures of my pet store I wanted, and I always wanted to have my own business. And I went away to college. I went to Pittsburgh and got my veterinary medicine degree. I never wanted to go like work in a vet office, but I did. And let me just say that's some crazy work. That's like 7 to 7 every day on weekends, and I couldn't even touch what I'm making now. Like it, and this is like mine. Like this is me being a business owner without having to come up with thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to start a business. This is like no overhead. Like $9.95 a month that maintains my entire website. No overhead at
Right.
all. So this is like a come true for me because I can tweak it how I want. I can run it how I want. And I get to empower other women along the way. So, is there anything else that you want to say? Because I could ramble on all night long.
I don't know. I mean, I agree with a lot of what you were saying. I think when I wrote that dream check last year that I wanted to make sure that if something, God forbid, happened to my husband or he fell ill or got injured at work, that I wanted to know that I could carry the weight of our financial burden if something were needed to happen. And in the meantime, I'm making a little nest egg just in case we needed that to happen. And now I'm here. I'm here at that point, and it was only a year. It was only a year. Work hard for a year, guys. You can have it. It's just a year out of your life. I've got girls on my team that are leaving.
And how many?
They work multiple jobs. They're leaving a job. That's huge. They're at home now. They're staying with their newborn, paying car payments. Like, that's huge. And we're only like right here in the middle to bottom of this commission plan, this comp plan. Think about it. I'm nowhere near the top. I can't even think about that. That's insane.
I know, like you just saying this, like how many women or girls could say, if my husband like got in a car accident or lost his job or whatever tomorrow, literally how many of you could say, I've got it, like no problem, I have it? How many of you could say that? Like,
right.
That was my goal, to never ever be in that position again, because you never know. If you're like, oh, I don't need this. I don't personally know anyone who doesn't need, a little extra money or a nest egg if something does happen. Because you guys, this life is crazy and you never ever know. This could be an amazing side hustle for you. You don't have to do it like I do or how Courtney does. Okay, this is a career for us. You don't have to come here and turn it into a full-time gig. This could be an amazing side hustle where you could earn yourself. You want some shopping sprees, then come here. That you don't have to come here,
or just earn your hair appointment, your nail appointment for the month, and you don't have to take that from your grocery budget or wherever else. You're not taking that from your family. You don't feel guilty about it. I mean, whatever it is that you want to work for is what you set that up. So I mean, we know how much we make, we know how much we'd have to sell to get there. I mean, you just set your goal for that and work and do it. I mean, it's a numbers game. It's not hard. And we're all here for you. If you want to do it, we have amazing support here. It's awesome. Like, I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be here without Ashley's leadership and I wouldn't be here without the people under me that I'm learning from constantly. Like my team, they're amazing, amazing. And I learn from
I
them.
know. I literally learn something from our new beauty gods like every day. People are like, "Oh,
Me
you know
too.
everything." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? I learned so much from you. Are you kidding me? I'm not a professional makeup artist. Can somebody help me put on these fake lashes?"
Right?
I learned so much from everybody, and that's something else. Let's just take the money thing out of it. Just like the friendships. Without LimeLight, I would never even know Courtney. Like, I didn't know that she was watching my videos. Like, I had no idea. I would have never known her. I would have never known 95% of the people I talk to every single day. And guys,
Me
we
too.
talk every single day. If you are like at home, if you're a stay-at-home mom, I know what that feels like, and you feel like alone and secluded, and like there's no corresponding with adults. I mean, we have lots of people that come here solely for that reason, and money
Yes,
has nothing to do with it.
absolutely.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining. Courtney, you don't have anything else to say, do you?
No,
I want to wrap. Okay.
I think we did it all.
Jamie, I'm just going back through these comments really quick. Jamie said, "I want to leave my job." Jamie, I know that is our goal.
Yes.
Best support ever, Jamie says. That's our goal. Jamie works. Jamie, how many hours a week do you work? I said 50, and she was like, "No, like 70." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" And she has, a daughter that she doesn't get to see very often, and we are going to change that. So we're on the path to changing that. I'm so excited. Jamie, maybe you'll be my next doula. So thank you guys so much for joining us and tuning in. And if you have any questions at all, drop them just down below. We'll come back and answer. Or you can message me, you can message Courtney. We're here to talk. This is a completely no pressure zone, because I think everybody knows I don't want anybody that doesn't, want this. I totally, yeah. We want people that don't want this, and I think I'm very open about that. But I am here, to answer questions. Courtney's here to answer questions. You can reach out to either of us. Just drop your questions below in this video. But I do want to say thank you so much for tuning in. This was fun.
Yeah.
I actually liked it. I'll let you go because I'm sure you want to get home now. You're still sitting in the parking lot.
Yeah, I'm at the parking lot where I just went and visited my mom for a little bit. So I'm just kind of hanging.
You got to get home. So I'll get off of here. I'll quit talking.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Bye.